That's our black culture. Had Bubba Dove say it?
Dallas Cowboy, trash.
Black culture, trash. You understand me? That's where we are. From civil rights to survival mode. When did we stop moving as one? The demise of black culture. And how did we get here?
Culture, propped up by communities and politicians, determined to sit back and watch the destruction of black communities. One thing is for certain, times have changed. I remember growing up and seeing black people taking so much pride in who they were and what they stood for. Just to see black people in their element when I was growing up was something special. I saw people who were well-read, who were educated, who were sophisticated, who were polished, and honestly, almost regal. But it seems somewhere down the line, our culture just started to become incredibly degenerate. I don't know the nexus of it, but it's just been going downhill for a number of decades. And I know that without serious condemnation and intervention, things are only going to get worse for us. I'm going to start with the low-hanging fruit here, and I'm going to start with how we just stopped caring about our parents. When you look back at men and women in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and even 70s, I think there was just something so elegant about the way that we carried ourselves. Even though a lot of black people were not rich, they didn't have a substantial means, they didn't have the finest threads. You just look at the way that they dressed, you could tell that there was a great deal of pride in the way they looked. They wanted to show people that, hey, we are elegant people, we are decent people. And at that time, a lot of people viewed black people as less than their white counterparts. Even when you look in the 70s and you saw those men and those women with their big afros, there was such a huge sense of pride in the way that they looked. And you could tell by the way they walked down the street that they wanted to look fresh, they wanted to look clean. So we've always been interested in looking nice as a people. Today, the landscape is completely unrecognizable. I see black women going outside with bonnets on. They not just to the food store either. I'm talking about government buildings and offices. They're wearing these bonnets, pajamas, just attire that really should be left at home.
When I talk about them damn bonnets, let me tell you something.
Yeah, they say you said, hey, come on, can we, like, when we come out the house, can we not have the bonnets on? Can we not have the pajamas on? Can we not have the house shoes going in
the whole damn Halloween costume? That's a Halloween costume that you wear on Halloween. And I am passionate about that because what is the representation that we're giving to the little girls that's walking behind you? What is the representation that we're giving to our black men that's walking beside us? What is the reputation that we're giving?
Men are walking around with sagging pants or wife beaters. It looks like some of them just rolled out of bed. These are the things that we do. And what always bothers me is that we always have someone who will justify that type of behavior. They think there's nothing wrong with it. And I don't know if these individuals are trolling or if they are just poorly socialized, or they might be people who do those things so they get upset when someone calls another person out, because that is what they do.
This is gross. It's getting really gross out here how